You can't retire without income. As a matter of fact, there is not one thing that you can do in life without income. If you were to imagine what the perpetual retirement income machine would look like in your retirement, it would look something like this. So let me introduce you to the perpetual retirement income machine. Main point that you must understand when it comes to retirement investing today is that the industry and investors place too great an emphasis on returns, which often come at the expense of income dependability and peace of mind. The perpetual retirement income machine redefines how to properly invest in retirement to maximize your reliable income and to stabilize your financial future. One main truth that you have to understand that in good markets, virtually every strategy is brilliant. But let me be painfully obvious. Not every day has good markets. Unless you've been in a coma, we've had great markets, but we've also seen some really bad ones just in the span of the last few years. Additionally, outside from markets, retirement doesn't change the fact that life still happens daily, and we have to be prepared in all ways. And this is why your plan has to be solid, not based on aggressive returns or even overweighted in investments for which we have no control. And that's where our concept of creating perpetual retirement income comes from, which we'll call PRIM for short. PRIMs are built on longevity, reliability. They're high quality and very well structured. The first part of the machine is a driver we call the guaranteed income driver. Its purpose is to give you a guaranteed paycheck for your entire life. Yes, I said guaranteed. So no matter what happens to the markets or economies, guaranteed always means guaranteed. Now, this all takes the form of annuity income streams like your Social Security and your pension, or you can even elect to purchase your own annuity outside that provides you with a guaranteed income. The next driver is what's called the variable income driver. This part of the machine is what gives you variable income. This is the income that's not guaranteed, but it's there to provide you greater future growth, flexibility, and liquidity. This income is not guaranteed and usually comes from investments that are market-driven. This income is not predictable. The next piece of the engine is what we call the inflation protector. Of course, we understand that over time, life gets more expensive, and this driver is meant to increase your income to compensate for inflation. A large number of retirees live on a flat income, so we want to make sure that as your retirement gets more expensive, you're also able to generate more income. Probably one of the most important components of this PRIM is the tax minimizer. Every tax that you pay is dollars you don't get to spend. Taxes are usually either the largest expense to you when you retire, so we want to make sure that your machine works to minimize the taxes and put more money in your pocket for you to spend. Every PRIM is built with tax efficiency. The next piece of your machine is called the longevity warranty. Longevity is the worst of all possible risks because the longer you live, the more all the other risk factors multiply, and of course, the more money you will need. This is the piece that makes sure you don't outlive your income. And the last piece is what we call the sequence of return buffer. If you understand how the typical money manager plans for retirement, is that you give them your money and they place it in the market. As hopefully you are well aware, the market goes up and it goes down. Well, these daily, monthly, yearly ups and downs will cause havoc and distress on your income in retirement. As the markets are going up, everyone is happy. But as the markets go negative from time to time, that causes you to sell more shares to compensate for the downturn, which causes income problems in the future. This is what's called sequence of return risk, and we have built a buffer to lower the effects of that. So these are the parts of the income machine, and the fuel for this machine is your assets. Now, there's no set amount of fuel that goes into the machine. The amount of fuel that goes into each part is dependent on many personal independent variables. So I think this should give you a good idea on how these income machines go together. I'll see you next time.